Being a running back in the NFL is hard. Getting a long-term deal as a running back in the NFL is even harder. And that may be the case for the running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Najee Harris. Najee Harris coming into his third year. The numbers, Najee's coming off of back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons. Productive back, workhorse. Been running, the majority of the carries last year. They switched up a little bit. Jaylen Warren came into the mix, and he's coming to his own. So that may be the reason that Najee Harris do not get another contract is Mr. Jaylen Warren. Jaylen Warren shown last year that he can do some things. And he said it this year that he still has more to prove. So if Jaylen Warren has a breakout year, you already know what that can do to Najee Harris's contract situation. And then if you look at, the state of the team, every year there's somebody up. Every year it's going to be, do you want to pay Najee Harris or this guy? I overheard some people, radios and stuff like that. They was talking about this year, Alex Highsmith or Najee Harris. What do you want? The 14 sacks or something, 14 and a half sacks, or the 1,000-yard seasons? They were just comparing the two stats, what the two bring to the table, and what would you rather pay for? And everybody agreed to the 14 sacks, that they say we'd rather do the Alex Highsmith thing. So even though Najee Harris is not up going into his third season, after this year, then it'll really be a topic. Will he get a long-term contract with the Steelers? In my opinion, I think long-term, no. Maybe if they do anything with Najee Harris, I believe it'll probably be like a 2-year situation, just to keep him around. Just for, liking the guy, being a great guy, stuff like that. Stuff that the Steelers do on a team-friendly deal, because the state of the running backs, it's down. The market is down. The value is down. So I think they'll give him something, but that just depends on Jaylen Warren. And then you have the new guy in town, Alfonso Graham, the HBCU running back. He's coming in trying to make a name for himself. So, you got guys that are hungry. Warren came in hungry last year. This guy, Alfonso Graham, this year. So Jaylen Warren gets more carries, more opportunities this year to prove himself, and he has a breakout year, and he shows he can carry the load. And then the Alfonso Graham guy, he makes the team. Now he's the new Jaylen Warren, and then there you go, which makes Najee Harris expendable. So you may not even get a 2-year contract depending on the success of the two guys behind him. I don't think Anthony McFarland or nobody like that would jeopardize them, because they've been around. Anthony McFarland been around. He's just there for emergencies at this point. What you got in the guy. There was high hopes coming out of Maryland, but nothing really panned out. So he'll just be there. Benny Snell no longer, on the team. So it'll just probably be up to Mr. Jaylen Warren and the new guy, to see what he has. So it's unfortunate, that the running backs, go through what they're going through. Dalvin Cook, he's productive, very productive running back. He don't have a team. He was cut. Melvin Gordon came out with a statement saying how he feels, what's going on with the running backs, and how it's bad for the running backs. Nobody wants to pay them. And Najee Harris, seeing the Dalvin Cook situation, he came out with a statement himself about the state of the running back, saying that, it's eye-opening, and, but it can be eye-opening, but what can you do? You know, I mean, it is what it is. The market is the market for the running backs, and it doesn't look like it's going to change. If you look at teams like, just take Kansas City Chiefs, for instance. I don't think they paid a running back in a long time, you know, and they've been competitive, been winning Super Bowls. So, you know, drafted Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, some years ago, ran him until that was over, had some guys come in there, and then last year drafted Pacheco late in the draft. Look, won a Super Bowl, you know, and all he had to do was come in and play his role, which he did, which helps contribute, you know, make it a little easier for Mahomes, do some things, catch a ball out the backfield every now and then, and there you have it. So it's a copycat league. When teams see stuff like that, other teams having success not paying running backs, just finding value at the running back position late in the draft, undrafted guys like Jaylen Warren, you know, the HBCU guy, just give a guy a shot. That's basic. That's the new thing. And as long as this continues, it's going to make it harder for guys like Najee Harris. And another thing is when you draft a running back in the first round, you have that 5th year. So that makes it even harder for the running back to get a contract like Najee Harris, because you can run him for 4, pick up the 5th year franchise or whatever you want to do, and then run the rest of the tread off the tires. And then now you can come with, oh well, he's a little worn down, and you know, the negotiations are different after that 5th year because of the usage and everything. So the chances of Mr. Harris getting a long-term contract, if he does get the 5th year picked up and all that, and they run him, is probably slim to none, you know. So it's unfortunate. So what do you think? Will Najee Harris get a long-term contract with the Steelers? The arrow is pointing down in that direction, and a no, in my opinion. But you never know. Like I said, Steelers, world-class organization. When they like guys, they keep guys. So we'll have to see what happens. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching the video. Just make sure to subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell to get all the new videos. And until next time, I'm out.